Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now this week, we're going into the Spring Festival. I am going to be discussing the price changes, probably in another video, because it's just, there's a lot to discuss, because I'll go over some of the price changes with you guys right now, but overall, price changes, there's more to be said than just what's on the surface. But up first we have the Spring Festival, which it is pretty much just like last year's. From what I've even seen, the dialogue and information and stuff like that is exactly the same as last year's as well. But there is 3 skilling stations. And you get spring tokens and XP for it. But there's the potion brewing, so you can mix up some magic and earn either herb lore or cooking. So that's pretty good. Icon carving, so this will allow you to get some fletching or crafting XP. And stone celebration, where you basically go in a parade around the stone. And that'll get you either agility or prayer XP. And no Iron Man accounts, you can get rewards from these activities, but cannot benefit from the unlocked multiplier buff. As well as you can't get the XP rewards, but the other rewards and cosmetics that you can take part in. Well, any bonus XP type stuff, I should say, so like no lamps and stuff like that. But you do get XP during these kind of things up top here. Normally. So every hour's players will be blessed with the arrival of a giant butterfly formed of 1,000 little butterflies. Players will need to remove the little ones and return them to the Tree of Balance. From this activity, players can gain extra XP, increased event tokens, and more chances for mystery boxes. So expect a flood of activity when the butterfly does swoop in. So once you get your spring tokens, you can spend them at Therisk's surplus shop, and this sale includes the past rewards like the Crux of Qual and Butterfly outfits were supposed to be kinda a one-time thing. And then you have the new Excited title, the consumables, you have Lamps and Stars, and a Mystery Egg which rewards 4 items, including the chance to find cosmetic tokens and butterfly jars. And it says here that Iron Man can only get the cosmetic tokens. Any other rewards for mystery boxes will be converted into oddments. So those oddments, of course, can then only be used for cosmetics. And we have up until April 24th to take part and enjoy that. And then there's a Treasure Hunter promo, which is the Egg Hunt promotion. We have Thursday, April 14th until Wednesday, April 20th. And you get some exquisite rewards. So, there is going to be the Peep the Chick Pet, Woodland Fox Ears and Tail. And these new items are tradable, so you can sell them or buy them from other players using GP if you were unable to get them. Kind of creating a little bit more discontinued items, but that's actually kind of fun in a way. And also you can use your keys to earn progress, unlock the Egg Smasher outfit, and here is the artist rendition of it. So this is like their kind of bare bones of it, showing it off. And here's a little bit better of a detailed version of it. Artist rendition of it, a little bit better down here. But that's the update for today. And then we go into community. We have some community showcase, of course. We have one by the Pretzel. And showing everyone knows best, the best DPS increase is in the presentation. So they kind of go for like I want to say Sailor Moon kind of thing going on here, which is pretty cool. And then we have Willowy Art and actually showing off some Moea Sorry if I butchered that name. I haven't done the quest yet. But Manithral actually finally makes a return, so that's actually pretty cool. And we have a nice pup with a party hat on and a skill cape, and this is very cute, and that is by Ariton. And we have another one here. This looks like it might be a Castle Wars kind of battle going on here. But this is by Leanti1, and this is the question of who wins, Fire Surge or Dragon Dagger. So that is pretty cool looking, actually. Then we have the Pink Skirts event, which is the Corporal Beast, which is hosted by Patrick K. and Clackworthy. Monday, April 11th at 1900 game time, World 123, location Corporal Beast Lair, FC's Patrick K. Then we have Virago, which is hosted by Mercy and the Dung Titan. Saturday, April 16th at 1300 game time, World 35, Virago, Borehole, FC is Dung Titan. And then we have the Spring of Life, hosted by Pippi Spot, Leafy J, and Elige. This is Saturday, April 16th at 2000 game time, World 88, location is Memorial to Gothics. FC is the Boss Guild. Now we'll head back on up and we will look into the patch notes here. We have a decent amount, unlike I think last week where it was only one. But up first, Prime Gaming, the gloves and legs of both the Bic and Full Templars cosmetic outfits have been renamed to the Gauntlets and Greaves. Elder God Wars is part of the reason why I'm starting to wait to do quests. A grace period of 3 months up to July 4th has been added to the Master Quest Cape requirement to dream perchance to keep. So it's your chance to keep your cape. Better quest guidance has been provided for the quest in the following areas. Once Saren runs through the portal in the Elder Halls, clear instructions are given to the player about how to progress through the quest. Once the player destroys a communication device from Maoya, I butchered that, direct instruction is now given on how to reclaim the device. The player is no longer blocked after teleportation while using the abandoned siege engine. Fix an issue where Vicendathus chatted during the extinction quest. The player is no longer able to move boulders after obtaining the lodestone fragment. Needle shards are now protected on death. The Past Keeper amulet is now protected on death. Re-entering the extinction quest after defeating some of the generating glaciers will now allow the quest to progress. Corrected a typo within Hannibus's dialogue in Extinction. Reduce effectiveness of the anime Dead in PvP, and Cryptobloom armor item now drops in PvP. Head to Oasis. Fix an issue with walking into objects inside the blue tent near Jeed. Added minor changes to opening dialogue in the Eye of Het 1 mini quest. Archaeology. Player models no longer float above ground under the Mammoth Skull in the Warforged. Characters' feet no longer clip through the mosaic floor in the underwater cave area. Fix a number of blocking and clipping issues with the Swarmguard Citadel. And professions. 120 farming and herb lore. Crafting vulnerability bombs while wearing the Wicked Pouch will now correctly take into account the runes in your backpack as well. Others, fix pillars in the front entrance in the Barak Castle have no collision. The message from Meraxi regarding unclaimed loot will no longer appear. Unnecessary map blocking has been removed from the tile by the Anachronia's light Amanica rocks. The material in the fallen basic trees now matches the surrounding trees. Fix an issue that was causing Wyson to give out less white lily seed if you turn in 28 mole parts at once. Fix an issue with the voter progression during the Fremennik Trials quest. Fix an issue in Namora animation during the Twin Furies encounter. Fix an issue where the Elder Halls were visible while inside the Mine Threshold encounter with Zeros. Removed incorrect membership requirements from fishing spot tooltips in the free-to-play worlds. Reinstated site-specific world map icon, Tavrele Crayfish spot. Now, let's head on over to the price change that is coming up, and this is going to be taking place on May 4th is when the changes are actually going to be happening. So, if you have, after May 4th, if you are unsubscribed for more than 14 days, you will have to be bumped up to the new rate. So you will no longer have your grandfather rate if you let it lapse more than 14 days to 2 weeks. So, the 12-month membership plan changes from a regular 12-month membership to the 12-month Premier membership plan. So this features all the perks of Premier Club, which that's actually fantastic. The 12-month subscription plan includes a heavy discount of up to 45% over subscribing monthly, and is a price reduction versus the current 12-month membership plan. The 3-month membership plan will be retired. Existing 3-month membership plans will continue beyond this date and will not be available if your membership lapses or changes. So you could be grandfathered in if you choose to do so. Now, the new prices are as follows, and this is going to have some people potentially quite upset. So, currency, USD, first up. You have $80 for the 12, $60 for 6, and for 1 month it's $12.50. GBP, $60 for 12, $45 for 6, and $9 for 1. Euro, you have $70 for 12, $54 for 6, and $11 for 1. AUD is $120 for 12, $81 for 6, and $17 for 1. CAD is $114 for 12, $72 for 6, and then $15 for 1. Now, I know this is quite the increase, especially if you look, the less you get in concurrent, and really makes the Premier membership shine. And I hate to say it, but this is making it look like they are just trying to get people to get this rather than this stuff over here. Because this could have stayed a little bit lower, this could have stayed a little bit lower, and then this could be here where make it a little bit more user-friendly. The shop item price changes, so the shop is even going to be changing a bit. One bond is now going to be $8 USD, 24 for 3, 40 for 5, and 80 for 10. GBP is 5 for 1, 15 for 3, 25 for 5, 50 for 10. Euro is 7 for 1, 21 for 3, 35 for 5, and 70 for 10. AUD is 10 for 1, 30 for 3, 50 for 5, and then 100 for 10. And CAD is 9 for 1, 27 for 3, 45 for 5, and 90 for 10. So as you can see, quite a bit more than it used to be. But if, whenever this goes up, this is going to go up. That's how that pretty much goes. Whenever membership goes up, everything is going to go up. Now, for those who have been holding on to bonds, this could be a very good time for you because you might be able to sell them. Especially now that the 12-month membership, if you hold bonds for that situation, are now going to be a lot more, well, you will have that time frame of one-time inflation because obviously it's like that all year long now. Rune Metrics is going up a little bit too. It's now 8 for 1 month USD, 38 for 6, and 12 is 75. GBP, $5 for 1, 24 for 6, and 48 for 12. Which doesn't quite make sense when I think about some of these prices. Euro is 7 for 1, 35 for 6, and 68 for 12. AUD is 10 for 1, 47 for 6. And then you have 93 for 12. CAD is 9 for 1, 42 for 6, and 83 for 12. Treasure Hunter keys, of course, are still going to be going up as well. And then you have the 8, well, the first up USD is 8 for the daily double. 6 for 15, 12 for 35, 75 for 24, 60 for 200, and then you got 120 for 450. GBP is 5 for the daily, 450 for 15, 35, well, 9 for 35, 18 for 75, 45 for 200, and then 89 for 450. Euro is 7 for the daily, 550 for 15, 11 for 35, 22 for 75, 53 for 200, and then 106 for 450. AUD is now 10 for daily, 7 for 15, 14 for 35, 28 for 75, 70 for 200, and then 140 for 450. CAD is now 9 for daily, 7 for 15, 14 for 35, 28 for 75, 70 for 200, 450 is now 140 as well. So AD and CAD, they kind of got the same thing going on. And rune coins for USD startup is 6 for 200. Well, yeah, 200 for $6, 420 for $12, 900 for 24, 2400 for 60, and then 5200 for 120. And GBP is 200 for 450, 420 for $9, 900 for 18, 2400 45, 5200 89. Euro is 200 for 550, 420 for 11, 900 for 22, 2400 for 53, and then 5200 for 106. And it looks like AUD and CAD is actually the same again, so it is 200 for 7, 420 for 14, and 28 for 900. 2400 for 70, and then 5200 for 140. So it is a bit of an inflation. I would definitely recommend for anybody who's playing, try to get the 1-year membership. Honestly, it's the 1 year is not that bad, because even if I'm going for the, I always round it up. I know it says $79.99. But, I mean, if you take that and you just round it up to 80, because you might as well. I mean, it comes out to a little over $6, almost $7 a month. So, when you really think about it, for a 12-month period, that one is not that bad. But I know not everybody out there has that kind of money in one sitting to just drop it on the spot. So, I do know that is a thing. My only recommendation is, if you currently have membership, try to get the money in game as much as you can, and then use your bonds to buy your memberships. And try to save up for this one, because obviously, the 1 year is going to be a lot easier to buy with bonds than if you were to do, this way, or even just 2 weeks for one bond. So, keep that in mind. Just save up your bonds. Try to get enough where you can get the 1 year memberships. It's the best way to do it. I know, me personally, I'm going to be trying to get back into giving away bonds again for at least the holidays. So, we're talking at least for Christmas. Or that holiday season. So, like, you got Hanukkah, you got all those other holidays in there. So I'm still going to be trying to give away those kind of things during those kind of holidays. And hopefully, as time goes on, that'll be more and more going on, and more memberships being given away. Now, we'll get more feedback on this change in a separate video because I feel like there's just a lot to say about this. But that'll do it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.